Welcome to Toy Mark channel. My name is Sammy. I welcome you as we continue to discuss the topic on purpose-driven and goal-oriented parenting, which we already started. This is second part of the topic, and we are discussing 7 principles or 7 nuggets on successfully becoming purpose-driven and goal-oriented parents. Times have changed, and the pressure of life, work, and career can carry us away to a level that we can easily ignore or take for granted or assume that we are parenting our children in the right way. We can only find ourselves in a situation of regret later on when we realize that we missed the point. So as we continue to share the experiences, this is just meant to be a challenge to us, to encourage us to share ideas that I've found very profound and helpful for me as a parent, as I continue to practice parenting tips that I'm learning on and on. What are these principles that will help you and me become goal-oriented and purpose-driven parents? These principles or nuggets that will help you become successful, goal-oriented, and purpose-driven parent include training, instruction, guidance, role modeling, mentorship, correction, and discipline. Today we will discuss the first 3: training, instruction, and guidance. Then in the next video we'll pick up on role modeling and mentorship. Then we will finalize on this part with correction and discipline. What is training? What is guidance? And what is instruction as applicable to a goal-oriented and purpose-driven parent who wants to be successful in raising responsible, independent, empowered, stable, and confident children. When we talk about guidance, it means to give direction and advice pertaining a certain subject matter. To instruct is to give detailed information on how something should be done. Training means passing valuable skills and behavior to our children. Remember, this is in the context of parenting. When we talk about training, we are talking about passing valuable skills and behavior to our children. There are several skills, there are several behaviors that we need to pass on to our children if they are to become competent, independent, stable, and confident children as they continue to become adults. Number 1, we need to train our children to be responsible and independent. We do not have to do everything for our children. We need to empower them. We need to equip them. We need to train them on how to be responsible and independent. A little struggle on their side is helpful to help them to become independent, to become responsible. Allow them to figure out how to do some things. Allow them to figure out how to fix their shoelaces. You don't have to run and help in everything. Allow them to learn how to make their bed. Allow them to learn how to dress up. Even at the level of a toddler, you should allow them to learn how to do some things on their own. It will be wrong if a child cries out for something or is trying to do something and you just quickly rush and fix it. You are not helping them to become responsible and independent. That's why when they get stuck, remember, as you help them to become responsible and independent, you are preparing them for their future. You are preparing them to be responsible even as they grow to become adults. So if you rush to sort out every small thing, that they cry out about, then you are making them totally irresponsible and dependent on you. The question here is your child independent, or are you training them to become dependent? Thank God for allowing us, I and my wife, to meet a certain pediatrician when our firstborn was born. She advised us to make sure that from the first night our baby slept on her own bed. We did not share a bed with our baby from the first night. We applied it and it has worked for us. That helps the child to learn some independence. But if you teach your child always to spend on your bed and experience that close warmth on your bed, then you are training them to become dependent. They will always depend on your warmth, on your closeness. They want to experience your breath every minute and every time. No wonder some of them get even to 4 years and they cannot leave your bedroom. They get to 4 years and they cannot leave your bedroom because you trained them to be very close, to experience your warmth. You sleep near them, very close to them, and they get used to that kind of a warmth and an experience. And at the end of the day, when the time comes that they have to move out of the bed or out of the bedroom, then they begin to riot, throw tantrums, because they have gotten used to that experience. This is especially to young parents who are beginning their journey to raise their children. Make sure that your child has their own bed from the first night after leaving the hospital. It may be a struggle. Anything you want to train your child on, just know that the child may resist, but after some time they will pick up, they will adjust. I personally did what is called sleep training. When it came to time for sleep, I would just take hold of the child, go to the bedroom, switch off the light, and talk to the child and tell her that it's time to sleep. A few days or several weeks, there was a resistance, but it began to pick up after some time. And I realized that she was picking up, and it became a practice. Whenever we go to the bedroom, we switch off the light, it's time to sleep. There will be resistance, but you are training. That's why we are saying training is passing on important or valuable skills and behavior. The child will resist at first. The child will resist whatever you're training them to do. But as you do it and continuously do it, and it is estimated like in 21 days, it is expected that they will pick up. So I challenge parents who are allowing their babies to share your bed with you. That is training your child to become dependent. They need to have their own bed, and in any case, sleeping on the same bed with your child is also risky. You can turn and hurt them. You can get too fatigued and totally fall asleep and lie on them. Some parents have done that. They have shared a bed with their child and slept on their child. So the most important skill and first skill I'm sharing here is train your child to be independent and responsible. You don't have to sort out everything. Allow them to learn how to sort out some things as they continue to grow at the level of a toddler. Allow them to learn to do something on their own without too much intervention as a parent. It is absurd if your child is 4 years and above and still you're dressing up in their presence. Do not allow your children 4 years and above to be in your bedroom. And even if you are in one bedroom house, put a veil so that you as a parent, you are on the other side of the veil and the child is on a bed at the other corner. One of the very important skills I've really explained about is to teach our children to be independent and to be responsible. When we allow our children to make their own decisions, we are also teaching them personal hygiene. We are helping them to know how to keep themselves clean, how to clean their room, to clean their house, to be organized, and to be able to tidy up their rooms, or to tidy up their house, or to clean up their house. Assisting in some house chores. It could be doing dishes, it could be assisting in cooking, depending on their age and level. So they need to participate, they need to be shown how to do something in the house. These things will also affect them in their marriage. That's why we have some fights and quarrels even in some marriages, because some of us have never been taught to be responsible. We leave everything everywhere, we throw things carelessly, and maybe our partner has been trained on that by the parent. So you realize we are fighting and quarreling because of our upbringing, because of the mistakes by our parents when they were bringing us up. Maybe they never taught us some things. This discussion is important for you so that you can raise your child to become a responsible adult who will not fight with their spouse because of being irresponsible, because of being dependent on someone. It is dangerous to raise dependent children. Number 2, we need to train our children on how to deal with emergencies. The question I would ask you as a parent is, does your child, especially at the age of 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, does your child know your phone number of head? Can they memorize? Have they memorized your phone number just in case something happens either in the house, around them, when they are away from you? Can they rush to someone and ask them to call you and they know your number of head? Things happen when children are out playing. Accidents can happen, incidences may arise, situations may happen, and your child should get in touch with you urgently. They know how to deal with different emergencies. They know when to call for help and how to call for help. For preteens and teenagers, have you trained them on fire safety and how to deal with fire outbreaks in the house, how to deal with electrical faults in the house or situations like that? Those are some of the skills we have to train our children on, especially as they get to teenage life, so that they are able to know fire safety skills, how to deal with fire in case of a fire outbreak, in case the gas cylinder is leaking, general safety skills in the house, how to use an iron box, first aid skills, especially for teenagers, preteens and teenagers. In case somebody is hurt, somebody is injured, how to apply some first aid remedies. If they have their siblings, how to help them in case a baby is choked by food. You need to train them on such very important skills. They can save a situation, and also these skills will be useful to them in their adulthood. Number 3, socialization skills. When we talk about socialization skills, we are talking about good behavior skills to help them relate with other people, how to behave in the midst of people, how to behave when they are in crowds, what to do when they are angry, teaching them to learn how to say, excuse me, thank you, I am sorry. Those are good behavior socialization skills that we need to train our children. Is your child a bully when you take them to a crowd or when they go to other people's place where they are children? Are they fighting and bullying others? This is a reflection of your parenting. This is a reflection of parenting gaps. Number 4, self-defense skills. We are not saying or emphasizing the training on martial arts. That is the place of that training, kind of martial arts, martial skills. But here we are talking about how to detect an aggressor, what to do in case an aggressor is approaching, how to call for help, when you should run, or what you should do if somebody attacks you, because we are in a society where there are many bullies. That includes their peers or even adults. So we have to help our children to learn what to do in such cases, the actions they should take in case they sense that someone is an aggressor who wants to attack them, to harass them, or even to bully them. Connected to that is, where necessary, depending on your choice as a parent, when to teach them some bit of physical defense mechanisms or defense skills, what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and when to call for help. Number 5, managing money and financial literacy. It is very important for us as parents to help our children appreciate that we cannot get everything that we want. No matter how much money we have, no matter how wealthy or rich we are, if we are just spoiling our children, we are spoiling their future. We should not spoil our children. We should train them how to work and earn something. Introduce them to our work where necessary, especially from the preteens and teenage. That is from around 7, 8, 9 years all the way upwards. We have to begin to train them that money should be worked for, money should be used prudently, and money should be saved for future use. And we have to help them appreciate that money is available to meet our needs and not always to meet our wants. That is it for this part on training, guidance, and instruction. I hope you are learning something, and I hope you can share this video with someone. Like this video, share it, and also subscribe to this channel. Click the notification button so that you can know when I do the next part. We meet in the next video, where we'll be talking about role modeling and mentorship. How important are those two as we raise our children? See you in the next video, and God bless you.